NECN's Danielle Waugh joins us live from Kennebunkport with a look back at the former First Lady's life and the impact she had there. Danielle.
Yeah, Melody, this is news that so many here were expecting, but is still so difficult to hear. Their friend, 92-year-old Barbara Bush, has passed away. And in this town of Kennebunkport, she is more than a former First Lady. She is a friend. Here is a look back at her long and remarkable life and her many contributions to the state of Maine.
Good. A little harder, please.
Strong, witty, and fiercely loyal to her family.
I'm so lucky in my life, truthfully lucky in my life.
Barbara Bush was the wife of one president and the mother of another, and said the secret to a life well lived was simple.
If you're true to yourself, and if you're true to your God, you can do anything. And my dad doesn't hurt to marry well. I love my George Bush, so.
The two met at a dance at Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts when she was 16. Barbara says George was the only man she ever kissed. 7 decades later. The two had 6 children and spent summers with the family at their compound, Walker's Point in Kennebunkport, Maine.
George's roots are from here.
It's very, very peaceful. And so we like coming here for, how many years?
Forever.
Mrs. Bush left her mark on Maine with the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Portland, where she would visit patients.
Well, I'm glad you were near a good hospital.
And read them books.
Okay.
Her passion was literacy, which she promoted in her Barbara Bush Foundation.
I wanted a cause that would cost no government money necessarily, and that would help the most Americans possible.
She had a reputation for speaking her mind, even when it came to politics and her own children. Here's what she said about George W. Bush in 2007.
I told him he couldn't win, if that's what you mean. I told him he couldn't win as governor, too.
But she was their biggest supporter, even joining Jeb on the campaign trail at the age of 90.
I think he's brilliant.
And I assume you mean Jeb.
Right.
The First Lady, known for sharp wit, white hair, and wearing pearls, will be remembered as a woman who raised an iconic American family and was dedicated to giving back.
God has been good to us.
Really impossible to quantify the impact somebody like Barbara Bush has had on this state, but we can tell you she has raised and donated millions of dollars for those literacy programs in this state, and that hundreds of thousands of children have received treatment at the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital. It really seems like everybody here in Kennebunkport has a personal story about her, a time they saw her on the streets, a funny thing she once said. The thing that we keep hearing over and over again is that so many had hoped for just one more summer with her. Live in Kennebunkport, Maine, Danielle Waugh, NECN.